Hello lovelies, how are you today? And welcome to my channel. My name is Sharon and I'm the sole proprietor of SAEH Body Butter. And I hope you enjoy the next video. Thank you. Hello lovelies, I'm about to make a car decal. And basically a decal is any shape, words that you put together and cut it out on permanent vinyl, and you can apply it to a glass, a laptop, a car, etc. So this is the one that I'm working on, and as you can see I have two different colors, black and red, and again the color options are up to you. So I will have to cut it out twice. Well, this will be placed on two separate mats, the black and then the red, and this one is relatively easy because the only part that I would have to add to the main text are the two hearts, and I'm going to try and use the parchment paper hack to apply the hearts to the initial decal transfer once I get to that point. But this is the beginning point, and like I said, it can be anything that you want it to be, so that's why I didn't bring you along at the creation of this. And you can size it to whatever size that would be appropriate to wherever you're going to apply it. And as you, well, you might can't see, but my measurements are 8.33 by 4.83. So I'm going to send it to the cutter. And I'm selecting which type of mat I'm using. And as you see, I have two mats. The first mat is the black portion, and then the other one is the red. So I'm going to start with the biggest portion and cut that. I'm going to move it down slightly just in case, so none of the image won't get cut off when it goes through the cutter. And since this is permanent vinyl, I do not have to mirror the image. And I have my cut settings on vinyl, and click on the edit tool and select deep point blade. And basically what that does, it'll give it an extra cut. So instead of cutting around the image once, it'll cut around it twice to make sure that we have a clean weed, as clean as possible. Anyway, let me get the mat set up and I'll bring you back. Okay, I have the vinyl on the mat, and I'm just going to send it through the cutter. It shouldn't take that long since the design is not that intricate or big. It's about halfway done. And what I'll do before I pull it off the mat, I'll try to do a test to see if it'll come up easy. And then that way, if it doesn't, I can send it through again. Okay, I'm going to try to get in and see if I can pull out a portion of the design that I don't need. Yep, that's coming out without a problem. So I always like to test it before I pull it off, because if not, then I can just push the C again and send it back through the cutter for it to cut again. But it pulled that part out with no problem. So I'll release this from the mat, and then I'll change the mat and put my red piece of vinyl on and cut that, and I'll bring you back. Okay, I have the red on the mat, and since these are just 2 hearts, it shouldn't take no time to cut. Alrighty. Alrighty, that didn't take no time. I just made it. I pushed it down just enough because it was, you might can't see it. Let me see if I can get closer in. You still might can't see it. Anywho, I just pushed the design down before it got cut off. So I'm going to get this pulled off the mat and get it set up so I can weed it. And I'll bring you back for that process. Okay, so I turned the mat upside down and I pulled the mat off the material as opposed to pulling the material off the mat. To me, that prevents the material from curving, from bending and curving. It keeps it straight. I can't cut worth a lick. Can't keep it straight. Alrighty. Let me varnish it. I like to varnish on the back side so I won't scratch or mess up the so I won't mess up the vinyl. And I start in the corner and just pull off the excess. Then I'll put this to the side and put it to where I can remember, because I can't tell you how many times I've put a piece to the side and don't remember where the side is at, and I be tearing the room upside down trying to find that piece. All right, let me cut the second piece. Alrighty. Flip it on the back side and varnish. Okay, let's see if that was enough muscle. Start in the corner and pull off the excess. I was going to say, uh-oh, I pulled off a letter. It's a big space right there, but that's where the heart goes. That weaves pretty good. Really good, as a matter of fact. All right, we'll go back in for the other parts that didn't want to cooperate. Okay, now that is that. Everything's been weeded. Now what I want to do is a dry test to make sure that that is spaced out enough. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alrighty, let me get my, I just cut it down a little to make it a little easier. Yeah, that gonna go in there, perfect. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick this portion up first with the transfer tape since it's the biggest piece, and then I'll go back and pick this up, the hearts up, and then we'll have one transfer as it was shown on the screen. So let me get my transfer tape. Okay, I have my transfer tape, and what I'm going to do is stretch it out, and I'm going to lay the decal on top of the transfer tape as such. Okay, and then I'll cut off the excess. And then I'll trim it up. So the extra stickiness won't get in my way. Squeegee it. little more squeegee in it. All right, there we go. Oop. Going a little too fast. Slow your roll. There we go. Okay, that's part of that transfer. Now, I'll get my piece of parchment paper. Because they say that transfer tape and vinyl don't stick to parchment paper. Okay. Now this will give me an opportunity to I'm supposed to have it under here. I'm tripping. Okay. I want to make sure it's this one looks lining up stuff is not my forte. So that's why I do not like layering. Okay. And that ain't gonna work. I done shifted my design. All right. Let me try this again. I still ain't cut enough away. Matter of fact, let me pull that up. Cut enough away. Okay, I have enough cut away. Okay, let's put it back on the backing. I like to work backwards. For some reason, I can see it better. And I still ain't lining it up right. Okay, now I got all the decal covered. All right. Whew! That almost took me for a loopity-doop. All right, let me cut off the excess tape so that the tape won't stick to the bag that I'm going to put it in. And also so it can fit in the bag. Okay, so this is my decal. And all the customer will have to do me and my little nails get me in trouble. Get that tape off me. Is pull it off and apply it to whatever they want to apply it to. Now, They may have to squeegee it a little, because as you saw, it was trying to re-stick to the backing. But what I put in the bag is instructions. It's a 5-step instruction on how to apply it to your car or whatever you're going to apply it to. You know, you got to clean the surface. And I also include a little squeegee card, and I place it in a, place everything in the bag. So that'll go in the bag. And I put the other 2 items in the back so that the actual decal is visible. Pull the strip off, apply it, and voila. There you have your car decal. And that is it. That is it in its totality. I'll take it out of the bag just so you can see it one more time. Faith, hope, love. Alrighty, that is our tutorial for this week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.